Hey, what is going on, guys? It's Starsha and welcome back to another video on the channel. So this is probably going to be the second to last update on my Season 21 Rebuilding Glory campaign. It was meant to be the last video, like it was meant to be the video, at the end of the season, but so much has happened recently that, well, I kind of have to make this video before the final video. So yeah, I hope you guys do enjoy this video. If you do, please do drop a like, comment, and subscribe to the channel, and if you turn on post notifications. Anyways, let's get into it. So we're gonna go have a look at the map, and I'm gonna explain what's been going on. So if we have a look, you can see it's kind of crazy. A lot of war pins everywhere, and yeah, it's a very tense political situation. So to sum it up, Mordor and Gondor doing a little bit of a scrap. Gondor is also here, in the west because they've taken two capitals. Lindon and Gondor double teamed Arnor, and Arnor, as you can see, got messed up. Rohan to try to help them a bit, but they kind of have to focus on other fights, and they're also helping us while securing their fifth capital, which Rune took back. And Loth have been, well, I don't. The main Lot team here, Onyx, I do not like them at all because, well, for obvious reasons, we had a nap with them at the start. Then when they ended the nap with us, we built, obviously we built fortresses at each of our crossings, to try and prepare defenses when they pushed. They said that was an aggressive move, and, we can't do that, and they kept destroying it with eagles. And if we try to do it or defend it, they're like, you're breaking the notification period of the nap. I mean, you know what happened, obviously, right? So as that ended, they pushed through and took everything. Well, took Dale, took our capital. So yeah, I do not like Onyx at all. I haven't really spoke to the other two teams, Fury and Grit. I have spoken a bit to the small, 20-player team, MCFB, I think. They're okay. We did come to an agreement with them. About some stuff, and they were decent to talk to at least, so that was good. But yeah, right now we had a nap with Lot for the last 2 weeks or something, but we've ended it because, well, season's ending in a week, and we want to try get our capital back, so we finish with something, so we don't have, well, absolutely nothing to show for the season. But yeah, as you can see, a lot of red war pins. Rowan is going to make sure they hold on to all their caps. So they have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And, they're also fighting Loth a bit, so that's going to help us out a bit, if they keep Loth a little bit occupied at least, so we can kind of maybe make a comeback. But again, we've also lost a lot of players. I'll show you the teams, but we're basically at 140 players now only across both teams. So yeah, Erebor is definitely down a lot of players, a lot of whatever, small accounts that were most likely spies or whatever have been kicked out of, teams. So we have 140 active against, well, obviously, 100 Onyx, 100 Fury, and then I think 70 or 60 from Grit. So we're definitely outnumbered by a lot, but, hopefully with some Rohan support, we are able to do something and make a comeback and, take our capital back. I believe Mordor is also coming to kill us, so that's great. Have a look here. Yeah, they've retaken the crossing, and they're going to push out, so Mordor is going to come third party us again, and Rune may come to third party us, but we have a bit of a barrier, a bit of time before Rune can actually, affect the fight over here. Mordor can come through a lot quicker, but, hopefully we're able to, hopefully we're able to accomplish something before then. But I do have to say, even though Mordor is going to come and screw us from behind now, at least they did give us a chance early on when they had Eastern Hills, they were pushing through Conan into Iron Hills, and we were on our last legs. They did give us a chance, they pulled back and let us recoup a bit. So I do have to, be thankful for that at least. And who knows, maybe they're not going to come up north. Maybe they'll stay down here and fight and leave this between us and Loth. Obviously, we're not going to be able to beat Loth by ourselves, but, with some support, maybe we will. But yeah, let's go over and have a look at the actual war pins now and see what's up. So, starting off over here in the south, we have some pins between Mordor and Gondor. So 6.3 million participants, 2.1 million deaths. Crow against Boop and Arda with Nazgul and Hoter supporting. Over here we have a pin in Udon. This is 1 million participants, 330,000 deaths. Boop against Crow, Nazgul, and Iron over there. Over here we have some rune pins. So this is Cake against Lort with some Swan and Cult support. 4.3 million participants, 1.4 million deaths. We zoom in. We should be able to click on the other pin. Can I? Can I not click? There we go. Yeah, so this is 2.2 million participants, 700,000 deaths. Lords fighting against Swan, as well as my second ring team, which was there supporting and also fighting Rune. Then we have BFPG and Cake support, as well as some more Erebor support, but not much anymore. There was a much bigger push, and there was some big pins against Rune a day or two ago, but now we're obviously focused on fighting Lothlorien instead. Over here we have a pin between us and Loth. So 1.4 million participants, 484,000 deaths. My main ring team fighting against the entirety of Loth. Fury, Grit, Fast, Onyx, all of them, and then SPRT and Ring 2 at the bottom. Over here, we have a 8.3 million participant pin, 2.7 million deaths. This is Onyx at the top against Ring, and then we have Fury and Grit supporting, as well as a little bit of SPRT and Ring. Over here, we have 7.4 million participants with 2.4 million deaths. Onyx again against Ring, Grit supporting them, SPRT and Ring 2 a little bit there as well. So yeah, in total this is like what, nearly 15 million combined participants, 5 million deaths. Yeah, that's pretty much, I think, all we have to offer, because we only have 140 plays, and that's all our players fighting there on the front lines. Over here we have some Rohan Lothmans, and we're hoping for more of these, so it takes some of the pressure off us. This is 2.3 million participants, 865,000 deaths. Onyx against Swan, Cake, BFBG, Cult, and ROTW. Over here, we have a 14.3 million pin, 4.8 million deaths. Swan against Onyx. What? Okay, there's Peel from Gondor there apparently, and Fury as well. And then some Cake, Cult, BFBG support. Why is there Linden here? Okay, and then there's Bana from Linden there. Interesting. Over here we have 1.8 million participants, 650,000 deaths. Cult against Boop with Cake and Swan supporting. And then, yeah, a bunch of other Gondor teams at the bottom as well. I don't know, I don't know if Gondor and Rohan are fighting again or what's going on there, but yeah. Over here we have a Gondor against Honor pin. So this is 1.3 million participants, 330k deaths. Arda and Boop against Honor. And then a bunch of all those single man fellowships. Over here we have Tor Laupin, 4.9 million participants, 1.6 million deaths. Honor against Arda. Then we have King and Boop supporting along with Warner. And yeah, Peel over there at the bottom as well. Over here we have another big pin. Can we click on it? I don't know, this is going to be a hard pin to click on. Okay, let's go to, this is West Torlau. So let's look for West Torlau. There we go. This is 4.8 million participants with 1.3 million deaths. The two Honor teams, Honor and Warner at the top, fighting against Peel, Banna, Oppo, Leowa, whatever. And yeah, just a whole bunch of... I don't know why there's 10 different fellowship names there, when Linden should have everyone consolidated into 2. But yeah, people do their own thing, so we have that happening there. Over here we have, I assume this is a little bit of friendly PvP or something. So 1.3 million participants, 400k deaths. Boop against Banner, and then we have Arda and Leowi or whatever supporting. And then the final pin is 1 million participants, 300,000 deaths, Boop against Banner over there. Let's go over now to the leaderboards and have a look at, how everything is doing. So in terms of personal affluence, I'm at 32k, which is, well, a lot less than these guys are all the way at the top with over 50,000 affluence, so way more resources. But yeah, I'm trying my best, I got whatever lands I can. I'm running off a bunch of 4s and 5s and 6s, but yeah, that's me, 32k unranked. In terms of merit, I'm at 1.8 million merit, so I am pretty high up, but I'm not going to catch up to all these guys who are sitting at the top. In terms of fellowship affluence, number 1 is Swan with 3.4 million, 2 is Onyx with 3 million, 3 is Peel with 2.8 mil. 4 is Arda with 2.7, 5 is Boop with 2.7. So Gondor have 3 teams there, just under 3 million power. Honestly, I feel like they should have been the most powerful fellowship on faction on the server. So I'm not, because they're the only team I think that's got a full 3 teams there basically, But I'm not sure why. We'll see. I guess we'll find out. 6 is Banner from Linden with 2.6 million power. 7 is Fury from Loth with 2.3 mil. 8 is my main ring team, Narya, with 2.3 million power. We're down to 96 people only, so we only have 96 people. We don't actually have that much. 9 is Cake from Rohan, 1.6 million power. 10 is Grit from Loth, 1.6 mil. 11 is Crow from Mordor, 1.5 mil. 12 is Lort from Rune with 1.5 mil. 13 is Nazgul from Mordor, 1.5 mil. 14 is the Honor Team Honor, 1.5 mil. 15 is that Leoe Lost Alliance team from Linden, 1.5 mil. 16 is BFBG from Rohan, 1.3 mil. And yeah, hope these guys along with Cake are going to be coming to help us hopefully a bit. So we're going to rely on that to try and help us get our capital back against, Loth. 17 is SPRT with 1.3 mil. 18 is Cult with 1.1 mil. 19 is the Angmar Team Doom, which have not done much this season, 1 mil. And 20 is my second ring team, Ring Filia, 1 million power. And if I click on them, you'll see, yeah, we're down to 46 people. So we've kicked out so much of inactives and stuff. So we only have 96 and 46. We have like 140 basically in total between both our teams. So yeah, let's go to faction points next. So in terms of faction points, I have dropped a bit. I am number 20. I'm number 20 on the board, 19,400 points. We're going to hopefully try to get back up into the top 15, especially with the renewed fighting now with Lot. So we'll see if we can get there. But yeah, it's going to take a bit of time, to do that. In terms of development level, we've pushed a bit up, but again, we're not really that high up because we don't really have that much land compared to the other teams. So Rohan is first 55, Gondor is second with 47, Loth is third with 35, Linden is fourth with 25, Mordor is fifth with 21, we're sixth with 10, Angmar is seventh with 7, Arnor is 8th with 3, and Rune is 9th with 3. So yeah, that is the situation. Let me go and show off a battle report because, yeah, we were supposed to be doing battle reports. I forgot about last time, but let's see if we have any good ones. What is this? This is actually a pretty solid report. This guy is pretty strong. Yeah, let's show off this report. Why not? So I'm full strength here, alright, guys. As you can see, 8,040 troops. This guy has taken a hit or two already. He's down to 6k troops only. And we fight here, and yeah, it's not a very good result for me. Like, I lose 8,000, well, 7,500 troops basically. He only loses 4k while already starting injured. And most of his troops are tier 2. Look at this. All this scab is tier 2. That's only tier 4. I'm using all T3s and some T4. And I'm starting off full strength and he's not. So yeah, this is a very good report for him. Decent damage. If we have a look here, let's see. Yeah, Gimli did some decent damage for me. Galadriel as well. Decent troop damage from Gil. Gandalf the White's just for support, obviously. It's not bad for anomalies, actually, from my side. But if we have a look at the gear, this is going to be the deciding factor. So, yeah, full 5-star gear on his Gil. And he got an R10 Gil, obviously. My Gil is R3, 3-star, 2-star, 5, and then even got purple on him still. Gandalf the White, he's got R14 Gandalf the White, all R with all 5-star strengthened, a bunch of refines. Even got a unique with full strengthening going on there and a couple of refines. My Gandalf the White is definitely nowhere as impressive as that. If we have a look at his Gimli, R13, 5-star, 5-star, 5-star. He's got a Palantir, man. I need a Palantir so badly, but unfortunately, I don't have a Palantir, so I'm still stuck using a fine smoking pipe there. My Gimli gear is obviously not too bad, and he is R12, so nearly on par. Then he obviously has a King of Men, solid commander as well, with another, man, he's got 2 Palanters. I wish I had a Palantir. But yeah, obviously my second damage is Galadriel, so focus pull there, got a unique, got a couple of refines, she's R10, so pretty solid. But yeah, it's an interesting fight, you can just see how vastly outmatched I was here, considering, the troop difference, and, the tier of troops that we're using, T2s against T3s and 4s, and I still lost. So yeah, I hope you guys have enjoyed the video. If you did, please do drop a like, comment, and subscribe to the channel, and I will see you guys in the next video. Konnichiwa.